Number 10. My daughter woke me up around 11:30 last night. My wife and I had picked her up from her friend Sally's birthday party, brought her home, and put her to bed. My wife went into the bedroom to read while I fell asleep watching the Braves game. "Daddy," she whispered, tugging my shirt sleeve. "Guess how old I'm going to be next month?" "I don't know, beauty," I said as I slipped on my glasses. "How old?" She smiled and held up 4 fingers. "It is 7:30 now. My wife and I have been up with her for almost 8 hours. She still refuses to tell us where she got them." Number 9. I begin tucking him into the bed as he tells me, "Daddy, check for monsters under my bed." I look underneath for his amusement to see him, another him, under the bed, staring back at me, quivering and whispering, "Daddy, there's somebody on my bed." Number 8. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her graveyard and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help. Number 7. You hear your mom calling into the kitchen. As you are heading down the stairs, you hear a whisper from the closet. "Don't go down there, honey." I heard it too. Number 6. After working a hard day, I came home to see my girlfriend cradling our child. I didn't know which was more frightening, seeing my dead girlfriend and stillborn child, or knowing that someone broke into my apartment to place them there. Number 5. The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long rotten nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams. I sat bolt upright, relieved it was only a dream, but as I saw my alarm clock read 12:06, I heard my closet door creak open. Number 4. My wife was shaking me quietly. I looked down around the cabin. The girls must have gone to bed. The fire had burned down to embers. My glass of scotch was still in my hand. "Something is tapping on the porch." Then I heard it too. I grabbed my axe and lit the lantern. I opened the door expecting a raccoon or a skunk, but instead I found a boy about 10 years old. He stared at me petrified for a moment, then bolted down the path through the woods. I gave chase. He was losing me, but I heard him tumble to the ground. I leaped on the top of him in a rage. "Why were you knocking on my porch?" I screamed. "My uncles told me to," he stammered. I was no longer angry but confused. "But why?" I asked. "To get you out of the cabin." Number 3. She asked why I was breathing so heavily. I wasn't. Number 2. My wife woke me up last night to tell me there was an intruder on our house. She was murdered by an intruder 2 years ago. Number 1. I always thought my cat had a staring problem. She always seemed fixated on my face, until one day when I realized that she was always looking just behind me. Got any more ideas? Be sure to write it down in the comments down below. Goodbye.